Hey, what's up guys? Phil from Grand Vapor Station, and today I'll be doing a short, quick review on the Aspire Atlantis tank along with the Aspire Sub Ohm battery. One word before I start: awesome. This thing is pretty cool together or separately, but let's go ahead and take a little quick rip off this Atlantis, and then I'll go ahead and go into the specifics. Wow. Okay, so what Aspire made was a Atlantis Sub Ohm clearomizer style tank, and they made a matching battery to use with it if you didn't have like a box mod or a mech mod, because most of those old Ego style batteries don't have enough power to fire on one of these Atlantis tanks. So here it is all together. This is the Sub Ohm battery from Aspire. This is the Atlantis tank. This is the drip tip that they give you along with it. So I'll go ahead and take it apart, and I'm going to show you the Atlantis tank first. So here it is, the Atlantis tank from Aspire. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now. It's pretty cool, man. From the flavor, from the cloud production, from how easy it is to use. Let's go ahead and show you some of the cool little specs on it. So it has an Aspire logo right on the front right there. They give you a pretty nice drip tip, but it does come off. You can use any drip tip, any standard drip tip that you want to use. This one that they give you is pretty wide, if you can see right there. It's pretty wide. Get some good draw from it. Has a standard 510 connector at the bottom. Has adjustable airflow. So right now it's on the widest draw. You can see right here, you keep going to the right, it'll get tighter and tighter. So the smallest air hole is probably like, you know, when you get the standard RDA and it comes with a small air hole, that's what it is right there. Tighter draw, more flavor. Let's put it back all the way open. Inside, they sell and they come with 0.5 pre-built sub ohm coils. So it's pretty cool. It's already at 0.5, so they recommend 20 to 30 watts on a variable voltage device like a box mod. So they recommend 20 to 30 in the range. It's up to you if you want to go higher just to see. But I've been vaping at about, when I use a box mod, about 30 to 32 watts, and it's a pretty good hit. So let's go ahead and open it up real quick. There is some juice in here right now, but I'll show you how the coil works and how to fill it. So you unscrew the base like that. Right here is the coil that they built, that they give you. It's built at 0.5, like I said, pre-built, totally replaceable. I've been vaping on the same coil for about 2 weeks now. Still pretty good flavor, not as much as when I initially first used it, but it's still working, doesn't taste burnt or anything, so it's up to you when you want to replace the coil. But so there's basically the coil in here, and to replace it, you basically just unscrew it like any of those other clearomizer tanks before. You just take the coil out. That's it right there. So there's the base, and it's a huge coil. Like I said, it's built at 0.5, so they recommend 20 to 30 watts. This coil gives great flavor, great cloud production, especially for a clearomizer. You know, if you are into vaping but really don't like building, you know, you have to build like your K-Fun or your dripper, this tank is for you, because this thing is definitely pretty cool for anyone that wants to go sub ohm, get great flavor, blow some clouds, and yeah. So show you how to fill it. So here's the tank. The top of the tank right here has a glass tank, and you basically fill it up to where you see the top of the line right here, so it doesn't go into the hole where you'll be taking the draw from. So you'd fill it to the top right here, and then all you would do, put the base back on, screw it back in, and that's it. So there are little holes right here cut out, and you have to align them with the coil. So the coil has little pockets in it that where the juice comes in, and you have to align it. See, if you turn it too far, you won't be able to take a hit because the draw will be blocked. There will be no air going through. So you align it. You could see the little pockets right there, and you make sure it's aligned. Then you get a draw. If you make it too tight, there's no draw. So make sure the holes on the coil are aligned properly, and yeah, that's it right there. So let me get to the battery real quick. So this is the Sub Ohm battery. You remember how the Egos were there, button, they had the light on it to show you the battery indicator. Pretty cool. 5 times, press the button 5 times to turn it off and on. So I'll show you that's off. Turn it back on. Has the 510 connector in it. Has a little juice well, so if it does leak, which this one hasn't on me, the juice will get caught in there. So the specs on it, it says right here on the back. It's hard to see here, but when you do get your battery, it'll say on the back that the 2000 mAh battery, output, it's about 40 amps, 4.2 volts, and compatibility is 0.3 to 1.0 ohms. So you're not even just restricted to using the Atlantis. If you buy this battery, you can use it with a K-Fun that's reading below 1.0 or below to 0.3. I haven't personally tried it with a dripper yet, but if it says it's compatible with that, you could always give it a try. Just screw it on there, give it a try. So let's go ahead and put it back together. Take a couple rips from the Atlantis. Make sure the holes are aligned. All right, there you go. So I have it on the widest airflow right now for the most draw, so I'll show you right now. It's a pretty good cloud from something that's pre-built like that. I'll go ahead and switch it even to the tightest draw for the most flavor. Pretty good cloud production too, even on the tightest draw. So my final take on the Atlantis, Aspire, and the Sub Ohm battery. If you know someone that's just trying to upgrade from their Ego, or you know someone that's always on the go, or if you are always on the go, don't have the time to drip, or you just want another cool setup, this is definitely a cool setup. You could buy them both on GrabVaporStation.com. Separately, together, it works great together, but if you want to buy them separately, that's fine too. You could throw this on your box mod, mech mod. But yeah, everything here is available on GrabVaporStation.com. Make sure to check us out on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. Make sure to like our posts on Facebook. And be sure to go to the website, check us out. Like I always say, guys, why shop regular when you can shop premium?